What do I do with my hands? So for those of you who don't know Aaron and haven't seen his videos, Aaron tends to be very similar to Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
Today, I have a special surprise, and that is how to cold call expired listings. Now, this video is filled with tips, tricks, a live role play session, and we're gonna give you free access to scripts, objection handles, and how to access role play partners around America. Roll the footage.
So I am here with Aaron Wittenstein, leader of Lead Gen Scripts and Objections, LGSO, and we're in La Cantina in White Plains.
Boom.
Basically, we're here today. Aaron's a special guest, and he is one of the most renowned cold callers in America. Would you agree?
Yes, I get it. It doesn't sound right when you say it that way, but I'm pretty good at what I do. Let's just put it that way.
And he's modest. Look at this. He's modest.
I try my best.
He won't even take a compliment. So
Thank
Aaron
you.
Aaron has built his business around cold calling expireds.
Expires, yeah, predominantly expires, yeah.
So if you could give one piece of advice to anybody that's thinking about starting their business out with cold calling, what would it be?
Quit.
That's what I did.
No.
That's what I did.
It's all about consistency. You know, it's all about consistency. It's about doing something on a regular basis every single day. Making those phone calls, whether it's an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours. It's just consistently doing something on a regular basis. You're gonna see results, it's that simple.
Do you have to be good to start?
No, you suck when you start.
Okay.
You're not, I wasn't very good at all and I still am not very good. I just am more consistent than most.
Right, and that's what it comes down to, right? Consistency. Definitely not my lead gen round, man. You've seen that firsthand. For those of you who don't know, I worked with Aaron. He's as good as he shows he is. I couldn't keep up. I would just burn out after a while. Like, I really hated just to follow up and all that crazy stuff. So
it's okay.
It wasn't right.
I still love you anyway,
the beautiful
but
thing.
It's not for everybody, which is fine.
Right.
But at least give it a shot to see what happens.
Try it.
You know, give it a shot.
Try
not for a day, not for a week. Give it like 3 months. And if
anything you do 3 months.
Exactly. It's your thing. It's your thing. If it's not your thing, you better find your other thing real damn quickly, though. So.
Right. So let's before we jump in, ballpark in all your years of doing this, how many objections would you say there truly are?
You know, there's a good 7 solid ones with additional 6 to 10 that are still valid. They just don't come up as much.
So if somebody wants access to these objections, how can they find you and get access to this stuff?
Facebook message me is the best way to do it. Find me Facebook Messenger, send me a Facebook message.
Aaron Wittenstein on
Yeah.
Facebook. Also, Lead Gen Scripts and Objections. On Facebook, it is a private group, right?
Yes.
And this is kind of what it's all based about. It's scripting, it's lead generation, it's handling objections, all that good stuff.
Correct, exactly. So yeah,
Cool.
hit me up either way.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the video right now. I know it's getting good. But if you want access to LGSO, there's a link in the description box. Click that and you'll be good to go.
Cool. So let's just jump into it then, and let's give a quick role play. I'm going to be hard on you, right?
Of course you will be.
And I'll put it to you this way. I am 100% going into this trying to be a hard ass.
Of course you are. You're
Now,
easy. You don't.
if right,
He's
if
not hard
he's
ass.
right, exactly. This is what everybody needs to understand. Just because somebody answers the phone like an ass doesn't mean that that's going to be the outcome of that. Now, I'm purposely going to answer this call and be really rude and obnoxious and make it seem like, you know, right, exactly. But watch what happens. Okay, go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for the owner of 123 Main Street.
Is this another realtor?
Yes, it is.
What do you want from my life?
Well, you already know what I want.
Okay, and what is that?
How in the world did your house not sell?
Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but why don't you tell me you're the professional?
Oh man, just looking at, there's definitely a couple different reasons why the property didn't sell, but I'm just curious, if you had to pinpoint one thing only, what do you think was the main thing that happened?
Well, the agent kept telling me it was overpriced.
Gotcha. Do you feel it was the price?
I feel the price was right based on the low interest rates, based on everybody leaving the city. I think I have one of the nicest houses on the block.
Sure.
So what do you think?
No, I mean, looking at it, I mean, price may be a factor. There's a couple things that come into play. Number one, you got price, but we could definitely discuss that. We've got professional photography and marketing. We've got remarks. We've got other items that fall into place. But what do you think happened is the real question.
Look, the agent said we could get that price for it. We listed the house. We had a couple of showings in the beginning. They did an open house, and then it kind of became just one showing if I was lucky a week. And every time I kept talking to the agent, they kept saying lower the price. And finally, when they realized I wouldn't lower the price, they just stopped really paying attention to me up until the contract expired.
All right, so let me ask you this. You're asking $800,000 for your property, correct?
Yeah, that's what I think I can get.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, we can get you $775,000 for your home. Would you still sell it?
If I got a 775 off for sell tomorrow, I would take it.
Got it. So just to confirm, 775 would sell your property.
Yeah, but we didn't even get an offer.
Sure. Well, I'd love to stop by and see if that number's actually viable. Good word, viable. To see if that was actually viable. What works better for your schedule, late morning, early afternoon, or Saturday?
Listen, man, I got a lot of these calls this morning. Why? At first I said, wow, look at this. This is so nice. Somebody's calling me. They want to help me. But then I realized there's about 100 of you guys. So I'm asking everybody the same question. Why should I invite you instead of the other 1,000 guys that are calling me?
Because I'll sell your house.
Okay, that's a good reason. And what makes you so sure you could sell my house?
I've been working in real estate now coming up on 20 years, okay?
Okay.
Over the last 7, my specificity, that's not really a word, but specificity has been in regards to expired listings. What that means are homes are on the market and came off the market for whatever reason, all right? I've taken listings around the market for upwards of 1,097 days and flipped around as easily as 29. Can I do that with your house? I don't know. Yet without sitting down and having a conversation with you, I have no idea if that makes any sense at all. What works better for your schedule, like mornings, early afternoons, or Saturdays?
Listen, I want to say no. I don't want you to come to my house, but what you're saying, 1,097 days and you were able to sell it, listen, let me talk to my wife about it. You sold me. I'm on board. Let me see what she says, because ultimately, she's really the deciding factor.
Side note, when they say talk to the wife, that's a condition, not an objection. You're not overcoming that. There's only a few ways to go with that. Okay, got it. So I would assume, and I don't like this one at all, but I'm going to go with it. I would assume your wife trusts you, correct?
I hope so.
And I would assume,
so.
At least in my relationship, is that if I make a decision, for whatever reason being, my wife would go with me on it to an extent. So the thing is that, what you told me before was that if I could get you $775,000 for your home, you would sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we do this? Why don't we get something on the schedule? You can confirm with your wife just to be on the safe side. I'm looking, today's Friday. What if we did Monday at 2 o'clock? Would that work for you? Man, she really hates when I make decisions without her. Sure, I respect that. Why don't we do this? When do you think you'll have an opportunity to speak with her?
Definitely tonight.
All right, how about I do this? How about I give you a shout first thing in the morning just to confirm up and see, let her know that we tentatively have something on the books for 2 o'clock on Monday, and you can confirm with her. I'll call you in the morning.
Well, she works during that time, so that won't work.
Okay, but you said you could speak with her this evening.
I can speak with her this evening.
Oh, you said Monday 2 o'clock won't work. Got
but
it.
Monday for her at 2 o'clock, no, that's not going to work.
So what would work for you?
For me, 2 o'clock works. For her, it would have to be after 5.
Let's do 6:30.
On Monday.
Yes.
And you said you're going to call me tomorrow and make sure?
Yeah, make sure you spoke with your wife.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Listen, I'll talk to her this afternoon. I don't know what her response will be, because I told her about a few other people as well. So I guess we'll just have to really... Hey, could you just send me some stuff so I know who you are? Because at this point, dude, you can imagine. I don't know who any of you guys are, and you all sound the same.
Let me do this. I'll still talk to her, okay?
Definitely.
And, let's talk tomorrow. I'll put in a quick phone call to call you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you speak with her, and we'll go from there. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Sounds good, my friend. I'm virtually handshaking you right now, okay?
Perfect.
Have an amazing day. What people don't realize is that if you're going to get 100 leads, 15% of those leads are going to be slam dunks. So 15 out of 100 are going to be slam dunks. Right. The rest of them are based upon lead follow-up. So with you, once they bring in the wife, call back the wife, there's no shot in hell. I don't care what anybody says whatsoever. That becomes a condition rather than an objection, all right? But I think you were floating right. You wanted to meet me. You just needed that extra confirmation.
Yeah, I think, listen, obviously if I'm trying to sell my house and I want to get rid of it, I want to put it on the market, the hardest part is you get so many people, and you know this, that are, and again, this is just one of those limiting beliefs that you shouldn't, it's a drunk monkey, you shouldn't listen to it, right? But yap, there's 1,000 other people calling at 8 a.m. Yap, they're saying the same exact thing that I'm saying. Yap, we're all full of shit. Nobody, that's kind of the stuff that just kept coming into my mind. And like, no matter how much I thought I could truly help somebody, I just thought a lot of times they just thought we were one of everybody else.
We are.
You know?
Here's the reality of it.
So how do you differentiate that? How do you stand out?
But the thing is, it's just getting more of. When you do the activity, you will be at the right place at the right time.
Eventually, right?
Eventually.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Exactly. So, like I said, you can ask questions. The initial questions are going to make it a lot better. Why did you take your house off the market? You know, why did you take your house off the market? Wait a second. You know, that's a little bit different. You have to differentiate in that first part of the phone call that you make. All right.
And your big one is how in the world
your house, because no one is saying that. And then you're only going to get through, out of 10 people, you're going to get through to 3 on a good day. And out of that 3, you may score 1. You may get 33% of the 100% of the 100%, 30. I don't know, whatever. It's just,
like out of 1,000, 100 will answer. Out of 100, 10 are possibilities. Out of the 10, 1 might actually amount to something.
Listen with you, yeah. Basically, that sounds better than what I was saying. And it's just making sure that you do the activity.
So
enough.
it's just right.
It's not rocket science.
It's not. You just got to keep doing it.
Right,
show up, do it.
Right place, right time. Right place, right time. The skills do make you better than most, because what's going to happen? You're in the right place, at the right time, but you know the right thing to say.
Listen, man, I see some. Literally, I've seen some of you guys, and I hear some of you guys, and like, I've always known what to say. I think just because I would always come from, and this is what I believe is one of the most powerful things, no matter what you do in our careers, especially since we are commission based, is the mindset that you have going in is 100% going to determine your outcome. And I used to show up to call expireds desperate. Like, I need a deal, I need a deal, I need a deal. So I would try so much to not make a mistake on every single phone call that it would bury me. And same thing now, even with videos, even with social media, even with anything, it's open houses, whatever the lead gen lever is. If you have the mindset of like, I'm desperate and I need a deal, it's going to reflect in the business. And I think that was my biggest setback calling expireds. I would think that every phone call counted, but the way you're putting it is, no, most phone calls don't matter.
They don't make.
You just got to score 1 out of 1,000. That's it.
It's repetition.
And how much is that 1 out of 1,000? How much money is that going to make you? Okay, right.
But I mean, it's repetition. It's about doing it regularly over and over.
I would
and over
try to
again.
get slam dunks on everybody, and when it didn't work, I'd be defeated for the day.
But keep in mind, though, is that let's say you get that 15% slam dunk. I'm better than you are. Not you, you know what I mean? But
Just in general.
But I'm better. So I have a leg up on the other person. Like, let's say you get 10 people on a slam dunk. 9 out of 10 times, I'm crushing every other person on that because I've said this and I've said that and I've said this, in and out, in and out, in and out. But it's not even about going for the home runner. It's just about being like, for example, when I make phone calls in the evening, I do that every now and then, make phone calls in the evening and afternoon. I still say good morning.
Okay.
COVID, come on.
Bro, yeah, right?
You know, I still say good morning because I'm used to saying what I'm saying.
I know.
You know, and it's just, it's knowing what you're supposed to say, but being in the right time to say it.
So let me ask you this. If somebody's getting ready to start out calling expireds or FSBOs or circle prospecting, should they worry about scripting?
Yes.
If they get good, should they keep scripting?
Yes.
If they get great, should they keep scripting? So they should always have scripting partners.
You should always be scripting. You should always be role playing. You should always be getting better.
And where can they find script partners tomorrow if they'd like? For anybody watching this video, if
Come
they
on
need
the group. Come on the group. LGSO, Lead Gen Scripts and Objections. You know, pop on here, and we've got plenty of people that are looking for role play partners. 15 minutes, easy peasy. Just make a post saying I'm looking for a role play partner. You know, what area code you're in, or I'm sorry, what Eastern, Central, Pacific.
Yeah, it's time zone.
Time zone. There we go. Time zone.
There we go. Time zone.
Yeah, just make sure you specialize in what time zone you're in and what you're looking to role play with.
Okay. And any other big key points for anybody looking to get jumped into expired, get jumped in like they're a gang? You gotta get jumped by everybody to join the expired code. Yeah, initiation. That's a gang initiation.
Let me see here. No, it's all
East side, baby.
Oh, good God. Stop it. Stop it. Data. Vulcan 7 is the way to go on the data side of it because you want to make sure you have the best data possible. I've been using them for 7-8 years.
Okay, so step number 1, get a great scripting partner. Step number 2, get yourself some great data.
Step number 2, and step number 3 is just make the damn calls.
Just make the phone call. All right.
Boom.
That's it.
Bye, everybody.